Hello everyone. Our video is starting. We are live at 5. It is after Christmas already. Can you believe it? Can you actually believe it? Like I can't believe that that's actually happening. Um so I usually wait a few minutes for people to get on. I know we had about 16 people register. So we're gonna wait a few minutes for people. It's a busy week. It's a crazy week. It's the week in between like Christmas and New Year's. And, last week was like just really, really crazy for people that own cleaning businesses, for sure. Hi, Candace. How are you? Hello, hello. I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to get on. I see that there's 4 people on. So what I'm going to ask is when you come on, if you're new, if you've been here for a while, just say hi. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Natalia. Merry Christmas. Hi, Martha from California. This week's been crazy. So many cancellations. Yep. Hi, Christine. Hi, Amber. Oh, thanks. You know what, Amber? I just like did my hair and I was so excited. I did this like lip gloss and I put gloss over it. This is the 80s look. Hi, Anita. How are you? Natalia just got off work. Yeah, it's a crazy couple of weeks, right? So it looks like people are jumping on. I'm super excited about 2024. Who's super excited about 2024? I am, because I love a brand new year with brand new possibilities, that we can start anew, right? We can kick off some old habits, get rid of them, and start anew. So I always kind of introduce myself for those of you that are tuning into my weekly live service every week. Hello and welcome. A little introduction. My name is Cheryl Hager. I am from Boston, the Boston, Massachusetts area. So I'm 30 minutes north of Boston. I'm not actually in the city. I'm an active maid service owner and also a cleaning business coach. I scaled my own cleaning business and it's still growing to over 700,000 in just under 5 years. I started it without any capital. So I didn't have a money tree in the backyard. I didn't have a ton of loans. I started with no capital, just a caddy and a mop and myself. All right, I started as a solo cleaner, and I've grown it consistently ever since. A lot of people along the way said I couldn't do it, and here we are today. So I'm living proof that it can be done. So why did I decide to become a cleaning business coach? I decided to become a coach because I fight for the underdog. I fight for the single mother who is doing business by herself, raising her kids, which is what I was doing when I started this cleaning business. Or I'm fighting for the person that's getting out of a bad relationship because they knew that they deserved more and didn't have another way to make an income. And it brings people joy to clean, right? I'm fighting for the woman who knows in her heart that she was meant to be a boss, but she lacks the confidence to take the plunge, right? I fight for all these different individuals. We all have our own story of why we started a house cleaning business. Everyone's different. And I have to say that being a coach has fulfilled me in a way I never thought possible, right? The act of helping other cleaning business owners is tenfold of what I thought it would be, which has 100% aligned me to my purpose. And I'm here to offer support and help you all grow your business, get out of your own way, which is half the battle, stop making bad decisions in your business and start creating good habits, hiring better employees. And I make you do the hard shit, because hard shit is what's going to make you grow. And I'm definitely not wrong about this, but sometimes people aren't ready to face the truth or the reality of the situation, and that's where I come in. Growth, I'm going to tell you, it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, and it takes guts to do hard things. But if you have someone there to guide you and hold you accountable in a nice way and be a sounding board, someone to bounce situations off that, go on, in an hour or so, getting advice, how to make certain decisions that arise in your business. That's what I do for clients on the weekly Wednesday lives. I do that as well. It's just not as intense, right? When you work with me in coaching, it's like way more intense. So anyways, we're almost in 2024. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's so crazy where the time goes. So we're talking about accountability tonight. This is super important. This is the number one thing that's going to make all your businesses grow. So I like to always start with the definition. Accountability refers to the responsibility or the obligation to account for one's actions, one's decisions, and their consequences. It involves being answerable for one's behavior and the outcomes of that behavior. So, your accountability to yourself is one of the biggest things that's going to grow your cleaning business. Your cleaning business isn't going to have structure, like it's not going to be able to structure itself, right? If it's going to increase your revenues, it's not going to increase them on its own. It isn't going to you're not going to magically have an amazing staff show up at your doorstep begging for a job. That's not how this works, right? There's no magic wand in the world that will build your cleaning business for you, but your accountability to yourself, your goals, and your business is what will do it. The magic is in the consistency of your routine, your daily grind, your week routines, the boring, mundane tasks that are done over and over and over again is what is going to build your business. And today we're going to talk about just what you have to do to make your maid service dreams come true. So, why is it so necessary to hold yourself accountable to your maid service? If you guys want to write this down, definitely feel free. It's your motivation. So when you set your specific goals and hold yourself accountable, it provides motivation for yourself. So knowing that you're responsible for achieving all the objectives, you can it'll drive you to work harder and stay focused on your tasks, okay? You have to measure your progress. So your accountability helps you track your progress. Regularly checking in on your goals allows you to. Sorry, I'm like having a frog here. I swear I'm still getting over that cough. Is anyone getting over that cough? It's crazy. So if you regularly check in on your goals, right, it allows you to assess actually how far you've come. And then you can make the adjustments that might be necessary along the way, because nothing that you roll out is ever going to be perfect. You're going to pivot. You're always going to be pivoting, like here and there. So this feedback loop kind of enables you to make informed decisions about your actions, about your strategies, and just kind of sit back and assess, okay, is this working? Is this not working? Because when you check in to see what your goals are getting done, it creates a sense of accomplishment for yourself, right? So if you're hitting your goals, you're feeling pretty accomplished. And we all need a pat on the back sometimes, right? We all do. So because what we do as owners isn't easy. And you have to feel that you're doing a good job, right? So if you do a self check on yourself and see how far you've come in a certain time frame, it's going to build your confidence, right? And we all need that boost of confidence. All of us do. No one can work and work and work and not sit back and have an assessment and be like, am I doing a good job, right? So what else is necessary to hold yourself accountable? You need to be committed and you need to have discipline. So if you work with me or listen to me long enough, you will hear me say these words over and over again: commitment and discipline. So your accountability will foster this sense of commitment that I'm talking about and this sense of discipline. So by holding yourself accountable, you are actually reinforcing your own dedication to your goals. So this commitment is massively crucial for overcoming obstacles and persevering through challenges. You're going to have challenges in this business. I would never lie to you. You're going to have challenges in any business, right? If it was easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would be cleaning business owners. Everyone would be business owners, but it's not easy. So we have to work through the hard stuff. And it's usually when people quit, they've come to like a threshold where they're just about to cross over the barrier where they're going to become successful, but it feels too hard, so they quit. You can never quit. You have to keep going, right? You have to work through the hard stuff. So you have to commit yourself to putting the time in, okay, to fixing the problems and working through some of the not so fun stuff to get to the other side of the good stuff. I'm telling you right now, I don't clean anymore. I haven't in a long time. I haven't in a few years. The good stuff is on the other side. You have to go through all the crappy stuff to get to the good stuff, right? All right, what else do you need? You need time management. right? Setting goals and being accountable to them encourages effective time management. I always like to put timelines on my goals. Okay, on this day I'm going to do this. On by Friday I'm going to get this done, right? So that's going to align you with your objectives. It's going to help you to avoid procrastination and distractions. There are so many distractions in our world, our phones, the beeping, the alarms, the this and that, right? We're distracted every day by ringtones, cell phones, Facebook, Instagram, looking at recipes when we really should be getting the schedule done for the week. Like how many, like Instagram bings up on your phone, you try and do the schedule, you're looking at it. Think about if you didn't have that, you'd be able to just focus on getting the schedule done, right? So it's crazy. Put the phone this week when you're doing the schedule, put the phone in another room. Or when you're working on payroll, right? Put the phone down and watch how much more productive you are. Those phones are like the nemesis of us, even though we don't realize it, right? So don't get up and look at that phone until either the schedule's done or the payroll's done, like whatever you're doing, right? Try it. I'm telling you, time yourself. See how long, whatever task it is, see how long it takes you to do it with the phone in the other room, right? I swear to you. So what else does accountability foster? It fosters personal growth. So achieving your goals often involves stepping out of your comfort zone, right, and acquiring new skills. Holding yourself accountable to your goals promotes your personal growth, which is massive, right? Your personal growth as you work towards overcoming challenges and expanding your capabilities. So when you're smashing through your daily and your weekly goals, it makes you grow, right? It builds your confidence. You feel accomplished. I love when I get my goals done because it makes me feel accomplished and it gives you the guts to pile on new goals, right? Your business is directly tied to your personal growth, even though you don't think of it. You will grow so much as a person as your cleaning business grows, like you won't even believe it. So it also your accountability also enhances your focus. So it keeps you focused on what truly matters. Okay, it helps you distinguish between activities that contribute to your goals and those that are merely distractions. So this clarity improves your efficiency and your productivity, right? So the accountability is where you will keep your focus and in tune to the important things that really need to get done on a weekly basis that are going to help you grow. Is this all making sense? Is this all making sense? I'm going to check in with everyone. It's going to be a crazy ride. You're going to get there. You're Candace, you're doing so amazing. Candace is one of my accelerator clients, and she's just about to go into the mastermind because she's just kicking complete ass. And she's got some personal stuff going on in her life, and she's continuing to go, right? That's what you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. That's what you have to do, ladies. There's all ladies on this call. If there's any gentlemen too. Anita Pike, how much? What does that mean? Hi, Amber from Indy. Amber and Candace are friends. Anita, let me sidebar me, DM me. What do you mean? How much? I don't know in what context that was flowing. So, okay, so accountability is crucial to your long-term success. So, being accountable to your goals will 100% increase the likelihood of your long-term success, right? Consistent. Why? Because you have to be consistent, right? There's my favorite word in the whole universe is consistency, okay? You have to learn from your experiences. You're going to constantly be adapting your approaches that all are going to contribute to your sustained progress and achievement, increasing your revenues, creating your tiers of management so you can finally stop cleaning and get out of the field, which is what we all want to do, which is what's happening to my clients. Let me just say this. One of my clients, Leah, wrote me over Christmas. I wished all my clients a Merry Christmas. And she wrote and said her and her soon-to-be husband are traveling. She took a week off from work. She's like, this is the longest time I've taken a week off, the longest time I've taken off of work in 3 years. So she was able to take a week off and travel with her fiance while her business ran, because we set up her tiers of management, we set up her training system so her staff knew just what to do. They covered her whole schedule. She left her business for the week. Her revenue still came in. Do you know how massive that is? That's a massive thing. And I know, I remember when we first started working together that wasn't happening. She had to check in on everyone, and she couldn't leave, and she was in the field 5 days a week. That's what happens when you're consistent and when you work with me. You get out of the field. And I was like so thrilled, because I was like, I know how hard she worked. So Leah, if you're listening to this, congratulations. I'm just like thrilled for your success. So your long-term success. Getting back to that, what did I get? I got sidetracked because creating your tiers of management made me think of her because she was on vacation. So getting out of the field, that's one of the biggest things I help people with. Mastering your scheduling, right? Is your scheduling map optimized so you can keep your labor down and your profits higher, okay? All these things are involved in your long-term success, because you need these things to work efficiently to have the long-term success, okay? All these things in your business are directly affected by your accountability to yourself. I kind of call it ground zero. You're at the bottom. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's figure out what's not working in your business, okay? So now let's talk about what accountability does to your organization, to the people in your business, because once you've mastered your own accountability, then you can teach it to your staff, and this is where the magic happens, right? This is a huge piece in getting your freedom, right? This is a huge piece. So if you want to take notes, definitely take notes. So this is going to increase your productivity and the performance of your staff. Your accountability fosters a sense of responsibility among your employees, right? So when individuals know that their work is being monitored and evaluated, they're more likely to strive for excellence in their performance. So setting parameters for them, expecting them to do their final walkthroughs before they leave a house, putting the expectation of responsibility on their shoulders is what increases their overall performance. And so many of you are afraid to do this because you don't want to let go of the control. You will always be tied to your business. You will never have freedom if you don't learn how to do this. You have to learn how to do this. If you want to step away from your business like Candace is doing, going to see family in Kentucky, and while her business is still running because she committed to herself and she joined the program and she said, that's it, I'm going to do this. That's how it happens. It doesn't happen any other way. It doesn't happen wishing, hoping, stalling, procrastinating. It happens when you roll up your sleeves and you do the work. That's it, right? I don't sugarcoat anything. You have to do the work. So, but you have to set parameters for your staff, and you have to set them up for success. They all want to be successful. They don't want to quit. No one ever starts a job because they want to quit. Something forces them to quit. It could be you, right? Maybe you haven't figured out the skills to be a good boss, right? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Maybe that's it, and it's okay if that's it. We're just going to work, and we're going to figure out why that's happening, and we're just going to fix it, right? We're just going to fix it. Another one of my clients in Canada, Katrina, was having a heck of a time with staff. She made a few changes. We worked together. I think we've been working together about 3 months now. And everything's just starting to slowly change, and she has an amazing staff that just joined about 3 months ago, and she really wants to do well, and she's solo cleaning, and things are changing. But we had to look at what we needed to fix. We had to get real and be like, all right, what have you tried? What's not working? That's how it happens. So once you do that, you have to give them the responsibility, and the opportunity to show you that they can handle the responsibility. Does that make sense? Okay. They want responsibilities. Staff wants responsibilities, right? We as owners sometimes treat them like they can't handle the job, and they can feel that, right? We micromanage them because we're afraid that they're going to mess up, right? And they hate that. They hate being treated like that. So if you give them more responsibility when they're ready, in return, you can expect this higher level of excellence from them, and you have to convey that to them. Okay, so when I say employees mastery is employees like mastering this, I really mean it. It's a skill to be able to manage people. It's almost an art form of learning how to create happy human capital, which is what I call it. Happy human capital is going to help your company grow, and you need to master it. Anyone that has created a successful cleaning business or any business has learned how to master humans, right? Your team is everything to your business, right? And if you think of it, they're not really working for you, you're working for them. And until you get this statement and this resonates in your head, you're always going to struggle, right? But in return for this, you're working for them thing is how your freedom is created. So it's a give and take, right? If you have that mindset, you're working for them, how can you make, it a great working atmosphere and, help them grow as well? In return, they're going to cover your schedule, they're going to give you your freedom. That's how that works. So basically, increased productivity at the individual level translates into an overall improved business performance. So, what else happens when there is accountability in your business and in your staff? You're going to get better team collaboration, right? Accountability encourages teamwork and collaboration. People want to work well in a team, right? Team members are more likely to support each other, work together towards a common goal, getting that deep clean done, and so short time frame, whatever the time frame is, right? When there's a shared responsibility, you will see them gel, and they'll be like in the morning, like I've seen it before. They'll be like, "Yeah, we got that, no problem." That is them telling you they can handle it. Give them the responsibility, right? It's gonna feel nerve wracking. It's gonna feel crappy, right? They might mess up. You gotta go through it, right? Your staff is never going to clean and care 100% like you do. So just get over it, right? If you can get them to work 90 to 95% effectively, you're doing a good job, and you got to let the small things go. Because eventually, they want to do a good job, right? So let me give you an example. So you have a deep clean for a house that's selling, and there's a deadline. So when this happens in my company, we send a team of 4 to get it done, okay? Because I like to send 4 people, and they all have different tasks. So there's 2 team leads, and they know exactly how to split up the responsibility. I don't task assign. I have the 2 team leads figure out who's going to do what task, right? I'm giving them that responsibility, right? Okay, I don't tell each team member what to do. They now do it for me, right? And if they have a tight day, like a tight day meaning time, right? They have to adhere to a schedule. They know exactly which staff member to put on the vacuuming, on the dusting. They know who's faster. So if they're in a time crunch, they're going to be like, okay, Jen's a fast vacuumer. We're going to put Jen on the vacuuming. Amanda's a great duster. We're going to put her on the dusting. They know who is the specialty, who's the bathroom specialty. Liz is good at the bathrooms, right? These are all members of my team. So certain team members are better at certain things. They're quicker at certain things, right? So my team leads will assign who does what in the house. I taught them how to do this, right? So you need to teach your teams and empower your teams like this, because they're going to feel accomplished, right? Do you see where I'm kind of going with this? You see where I'm kind of going with this? Let me check in. Everyone getting what I'm saying? Apologies. Oh, I don't know. Sidebar me, Anita. Let me know what you mean. So let's talk about communication. You have to have great communication. Relationships fail when there's no communication. So if you set clear expectations, right, and accountability to promote, open and transparent communication within your organization, this is going to overall improve the efficiency of your company. So when everyone understands their roles and responsibilities in the company, communication becomes more efficient. So defining your roles becomes super important, and this is where a lot of cleaning business owners get confused on, right? The lines get blurred. So employees want to be told what to do. That's why they're employees. You and I, entrepreneurs, we want to make the rules. That's why we're entrepreneurs. So they're not going to think like you. You need to tell them exactly what to do. You can't just assume that they know what to do, right? They don't have the same brain as you. Two different brains, right? And it's very important for you as the boss, the leader, to understand this, right? Not too many people start their companies knowing this. They learn this the hard way, right? And this is where some owners quit because it's too hard. They don't understand this. They don't grasp it. It gets too hard for them, right? And that's okay. They weren't meant to manage people. Some people are meant to manage people, some people aren't. I believe it's a learned skill. I don't think anyone's born with this, right? You may have people skills on the client side, on the sales side, but this is totally different when you're managing people, right? It's a skill set. You'll hear me say this all the time. You need to be a cheerleader, a parent, and a disciplinarian all at the same time. So, improved communication is going to help prevent your misunderstandings. It's going to help reduce errors. It's going to allow for more effective problem solving, which is what helps solidify your team so now you can increase your revenues, okay? You also need to establish a positive culture. So, a culture of accountability fosters a positive and proactive work environment. So, when employees know that their efforts contribute to the success of a business, it creates a sense of pride and ownership. You know, when people say, "Oh, I love it here," you're never going to get rid of me. You know, they're telling you, they're expressing to you that they love their jobs, and you're doing a good job as a boss, right? This is very important. So, a positive workplace culture attracts and retains talent, right? I'm going to say that again. And if you want to write it down, a positive workplace culture attracts and retains talent, okay? This contributes to the overall growth and success of your business, and it is the number one reason why cleaning businesses fail every single year at an alarming rate because they don't have a company culture. You don't have a company culture in your business. You need to take care of your people. They need to know that you have their back, right? There's a whole module in my Drop the Mop and Scale Accelerator course about building company culture and why it's so important and how to do it. So now, here is another domino effect of having accountability in your business. Think of your clients, right? Your customer trust and satisfaction. So if you have this accountability in your business, it will extend beyond your internal operations to external relationships, including those with your clients, right? So when a business is accountable for its products or services, it builds trust with customers, with clients, and satisfied customers are more likely to become repeat customers and advocates, right? They're going to talk about you and tell, everyone who they have. This is going to contribute to the growth of your business through positive word of mouth, right? Through reviews, through increased loyalty. So your reputation is everything out there. We all know that, right? When you're building your cleaning business, cleaning someone's house is a very personal thing. So your relationship is everything with them. So if you have great relationships with your cleaning clients, guess what? You're going to like your business better. You will love your business. No one wants a cranky client, right? And when you don't have relationships built, your company is a hollow shell. So when you do online estimates and meet your customers, I always say this is a Jenga game waiting to crumble, right? Instead of meeting your customers, it's only a matter of time before they find a cheaper service. If you do online estimates, they're going to find a cheaper service, or they do a budget cut, right? And they don't know the owner, and they're just going to cut you. But if you have a relationship with them, they're less likely to cut you, and they value your service more because they know you, right? Does this all making sense? Say making sense. I assume too much. I don't like being told what to do. Well, you're an entrepreneur. That's why, Candace. So I shy away from giving instructions. I see. So you're thinking that if you don't like to be told what to do, other people don't like to be told what to do. That's actually incorrect because you're an entrepreneur. You want to make your own way, but your employees want to know exactly what is expected of them, right? But my texts are much happier when I let them. Exactly. See, she's telling us exactly what's happening. Yep. Does anyone have any questions about this? I know I've been talking a lot. if you're watching this on replay, I go back and I look and I answer the questions. I'm so glad you figured this out. Yeah, entrepreneurs and employees have completely different brains, right? Completely different brains. So, in summary, accountability is your friend. Accountability is your friend in 2024 if you want to build your business. It's a powerful driver for growth. It creates, a culture of responsibility, which is what you want to create in your company. It creates transparency and continuous improvement, which will allow you to grow. Okay, it's going to help your business optimize all of its, operations, its internal processes. It's going to enhance your team to collaborate, right, and work together as a team to get jobs done. It's going to build trust with your customers, and it's ultimately going to contribute to the overall success and sustainability of your company, right? So I love accountability, right? I was really excited to talk about this accountability piece with you today because I know how crucial it is and how it can change your business overnight. So, have any of you started thinking about what 2024 looks like for you, right? Do you have your goals set? Do you know what kind of revenue you want to make? Do you know what you want your cleaning teams to look like, right? If you're ready to be held accountable, I have a few spots that are opening up in January in my Drop Them Up and Scale Accelerator. I have people graduating, moving into the mastermind program that I have after they've graduated from the accelerator. So I have a few people moving over because they're killing it and they want to continue to grow their business. That's why they're moving over. So the Acceler program gets you focused. It gets your goals set up and builds your cleaning business from the ground up. It creates a solid foundation for you. So if you think you're ready, you can just type the word ready and I'll reach out to you. I don't work with everyone. I only work with the ones who are ready to be committed to themselves and show up to class and do the work. There's homework with me, there's accountability with me, there's consistency with me. Those are the people who I am looking to work with in 2024. So if you think you're ready, type the word ready. I'll reach out or feel free to DM me. And we can talk about, what it looks like to actually work with me in the program. So, Mary and Nikki, should be making a certain amount of money to already take on the expenses associated with hiring someone. So you have to kind of do both at the same time, Marion. You always have to be hiring and bringing in like revenue, like new clients all the time. It depends what your profits are. We would have to kind of break down how much you're charging, how much labor you're paying out. That's a big thing. A lot of owners don't look at their numbers, and you need to look at your numbers to make sure that you're making a profit, right? 2024 is going to double. We're going to double everything. I'm going to help you get there. I just love you. I think you're like the best person ever, and we're going to do it. Checking in while family is going on keeps your mindset on track. Yeah, you have to stay. When you have personal stuff going on, it's very important that you have to stay focused on your business so you won't go crazy, right? Because if you leave it, it's going to help you just stay on the straight and narrow. So continue to do that. Hi, Christine. Numbers are so important. They're so important. I left a new employee to cleaning today for the first time. I came back 2 hours later to do the walkthrough and answer any questions. She was proud of herself. Yep, and I could give her guidance and her space. They want to do well. They think about the parent-child relationship for a second. The child, is so happy. They come home from school, they've drawn a Valentine's Day card, and they're so excited that they want to give it to their parent, right? It's the same relationship. Or when you have a cat that goes out and grabs a mouse, and the cat is so happy, she brings the mouse in, she's bringing the mouse to her owner, and she's like, look what I did, right? It's the same concept, it's just a different subject. So totally that's exactly what you want to do, Christine. Well, I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're ready to be really held accountable, let me know, DM me. We can what we do is we set up a strategy call. Takes about like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I ask a ton of questions, and then you tell me all about your business. We see what you're struggling with, because everyone struggles with the same, usually 3 or 4 things, and we see if the program's a good fit for you. So let me know. You guys have an amazing New Year's. I'll still be doing a live next week, and I'll see you in 2024. All right, have a great night, ladies. Bye.